Because every single team, no matter who you are, you just want to make the Eastern and Western Conference Finals because at that point you have a chance to make the NBA Finals.
Right. Especially
you just
in the
got
East.
one team to beat.
Yeah, especially in the East.
You just got one team to beat. Right? Doesn't matter. You could have the Clippers over in the West against the Nuggets. Nuggets are fine going against the Clippers because we just have to beat that one team to get to the finals, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody's goal is let's make it to those finals and let's go to the actual NBA finals. Matchup-wise, if Boston matches up with Philly, which is who realistically they will in any type of playoff atmosphere, right now, and I know it's very, very early to say, but right now, if you look at the rosters themselves and based on the matchups, Boston matches up terribly against Philly. Terribly. Horford eats their lunch. Embiid goes nuts. They have no big man. Yeah. Right?
They've Taco Fall.
Okay.
Who's a rookie and
off the bench.
Right. And
he's not even a starter.
And he needs development big time.
Yeah, for sure. Which it's promising, don't get me wrong. They have a lot of promising guards. They once again, Boston is, just copy, paste, and repeat. Tons of guards, deep at the guard position. That's not going to get you, in my personal opinion, to the finals in the East. Is having elite guard play. Yeah. With the way the East basketball is running right now, it's so much different than the West basketball.
Right.
East basketball is athletic-ass big men. Look at Embiid, Antetokounmpo. Those guys are going to, if they are matched up with Boston, they'll just have their way with them. So, you can't, the idea is, if when you're in the playoffs, you want to, be able to be all right, this superstar is going to at least score, 20, 25.
Yeah.
Don't let them score 40 or 45.
Right. Sure.
They will. That's my biggest issue with them.
So I like that you brought up the guard play thing, especially in the NBA in general, because we're already seeing how much of a difference big men make, not just in the East. Look at the fucking Warriors. One of the biggest reasons the Warriors they're winning right now, but they're playing the Pelicans, so whatever. They're playing Pelicans without Zion, not a big deal. But they've looked so bad because they have no fucking big men.
We'll talk about that later.
But I just think that's a great point. Boston, we're going to get to see another idea of how good or not good or how mediocre they are very soon. Wednesday, they actually play Milwaukee at home. Just some early stats. We're only 3 games in, so it's not, not enough to really deduce too much about what they are. They're 17th in the league at only 107.7 points a game. I think that's fine. I mean, you got to work these pieces back in. Not a big deal. And you got Kemba, who's just not playing that well. 21 assists a game. That's not great. That's 19th in the league right now. Steals per game, very good on defense. 10 a game. They've got 6 blocks a game, and they're very good at rebounding. So defensively, they're actually pretty sound. It's kind of surprising that they're ranking in the top 10 right now as a rebounding team. Again, three games in. This is a very small sample size. Sure. They just have such a tough division. We talked about them having to play, was it the Bucks? Not the Knicks. It doesn't matter. The Nets, who nobody knows what the Nets are right now. There's no fucking telling.
It's weird. The Nets are a very weird team, but yeah, there's no telling.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with the Celtics. I'm not a huge believer in them. I think they're a playoff team. I think they're a first round and out playoff team. Just
word.
I do, man. It's the guard. It's all guards. It's all guards, and they're going to get destroyed by somebody. One and done. And I think they'll go 6 games. This is really early. I mean, we're
also
week
don't
1.
forget that the Raptors are in that division as well,
and the Raptors
and the 76ers.
They beat the Raptors.
Yeah, they beat the Raptors, but at the same time, I'm not worried about them beating the Raptors right now. The thing is I'm not worried about the Raptors.
But the Raptors have Siakam, man. You don't want to play Siakam for a series. It's the Celtics.
And Ibaka. I'm not tripping out right now about the Celtics matching up against the Raptors because the Raptors are just trying to find their own. They're trying to find their identity without Kawhi. Right. I get it. And they're coming off a championship. We all know that once you get a championship, you're always going to kind of have that right. It's everybody's just word. We did it.
And you lost.
You don't have that same drive, right? But
unless you're a powerhouse team that has that ability to keep doing it over and over and over.
Right.
If they still had Kawhi, they'd still they would still have that mentality of we're going to win again this year.
Joe Bear, thoughts on the Celtics so far from what we've seen?
So looking back through it, I mean, So, yeah, I hyped him up a lot, and I never thought they were going to be better than the 76ers or the Bucks, though. And I think in the East, you look at it as, like, you have the 76ers and the Bucks up here, and then you have, like, the Heat and the Celtics and the Raptors on this middle plane, and then a bunch of other people below them. And so, yeah, no, they might go 1, maybe 2 rounds in the East going to the playoffs, but I think Kemba's going to get a groove. I do. I agree. I still believe in Kemba.
Yeah.
And I think Taco Fall will develop and in the next couple of years become a great player. But right now, it's going to take some time because other than that, they don't have a solid big man.
No.
Big thing about Taco Fall is him staying healthy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, those big men, man, when they're that fucking big, they're so hard. I mean, we already saw with Zion.
Yep.
And I mean, Zion's like 285 pounds.
He's different with Zion.
Yeah.
To go on your point, like, none of us ever thought that the Celtics would ever beat the 76ers or the Bucks. But based on like just what we're seeing, like my whole point was like based on what we've seen from like how they're playing right now.
Yeah,
like they'll be fine. They'll be fine throughout the regular season. I'm not tripping out about them. Like even if they have a couple of injuries here and there, they'll be fine. They're pretty deep from the guard standpoint. Now, if they have a couple of injuries on the big man, like 4s and 5s. They're not the deepest there, so like they might, and who knows, they might try and make a trade,
right?
At trade dedeadline.
You have to have Joe's mentality too. That's great. Like you still have Brad Stevens, man. Brad Stevens is a great fucking coach.
Oh hell yeah!
Not only that, but
respect to him.
This is gonna be their thing too. Joe's 100% right. He says he believes in Kemba. That's what you got to do as Celtics now. You have to believe in Kemba.
Damn right.
You have to believe in Kemba. You got to believe in Gordon Hayward. You got to believe in Taco Fall.
I mean, you believe in
Tatum. Yeah, Tatum.
You believe in Tatum. I mean, there ain't
Tatum's
no problem
probably
with that.
Real quick,
right now their best player.
Biggest mistake that Boston has made, and I would say the past 5 years, giving all that money to Jaylen Brown.
Oh my God! Yeah, we haven't recorded since that.
Why?
What is Jaylen Brown even doing?
That's what kills them. Why would you tie up that much money to Jaylen Brown when you could have that money for a big man?
That motherfucker knows something.
He has to know something.
He has some dirt on somebody.
Is it that he knows something, or is it that the league is so stupid with contracts right now that they're just inflating everybody's deals?
Well, like, just let him walk.
Yeah, but like, why are you gonna inflate? Why are you gonna inflate his deal?
You're not gonna hurt if you let Jaylen Brown walk.
I love that I looked this up, and
they were freaking out about that Rozier left, and so like they were like, "Oh, we can't have another one." Like, you just got another one with Kemba.
Yeah.
Chill out.
So right now, he's averaging, and they're like, as soon as I pull up Jaylen Brown on the phone here, I see.
Show the audience.
Yeah, so you guys can see.
Do you want to look at his phone?
Phone time.
I see that there's a bunch of articles saying that he's improved. He's lost his bad habits. He's averaging 17 points a game right now on 50% shooting, 6 boards, 2 assists.
Don't care. He's not worth the money.
I mean, not 118 mil
is this
over
Anthony
4 years.
Segment? Did he just read something off of his phone?
Hey, could that be your segment?
I just read things off my phone. I'm going to start reading poetry.
But about basketball. Basketball haikus.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
You have to write them.
Or dirty limericks.
On your phone.
Dirty basketball limericks.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Let's go around the league. Let's talk about...
Around the league.
You've been listening to a lot of Barstool Sports, I feel like.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing.
I mean, it's here and there.
So
we're in the segment.
Let's start with the Mavs. Because, duh. Let's start with that fucking bullshit challenge rule that screwed us on that game last night. I don't like that rule. I don't like challenges in basketball.
That's fucking dumb.
And Joe, did you see it?
The point of fucking basketball is that you're constantly running and playing the game and it doesn't stop. This isn't goddamn football. This is basketball. You don't need to take time to throw a fucking challenge flag, whatever the fuck you do to challenge a play.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then go back and review it. It's bullshit.
I think it was a handkerchief.
I think they showed their phone.
Challenge.
Challenge.
I'm going to start doing that during the show.
Hey, I'm a part of it.
TJ almost just walked out while we were at True Love last night watching the game. Because the thing, like, the problem with the rule isn't even...
Go for it. Okay, real quick. You do your opinion, I'll do mine. Because I think we all have somewhat of similar opinions on the challenge, challenge itself. I want to know, because, like, this is newly implemented, right? And, like, I want your opinion on what the challenge actually is and why you like it or why you don't like it.
So I don't like it because the same reason Joe said. It stops the flow of the game. Why is basketball, and we talked about this yesterday with people at the bar, people that don't give a shit about sports can watch basketball. Why? Because it's fast. It's always moving on.
Entertaining.
Why would you slow the game down with this rule? It's crazy. And that review last night took so long. And the other issue with it is the implementation of what happens after. You know, looks like we got fouled. We dropped the ball. The play stopped. So they call a jump ball. I can kind of understand where the ref is coming from. Like, all right, ball is just sitting here. No one has possession when the play technically stops. But the player that got fouled is going to act as if he got fouled. He's going to let go of the ball to sell the action. Basketball players are basically fucking actors. It's stupid.
Like fucking actors or just like actors?
They could be both.
It's called a porn star.
Yeah.
Oh.
Smart. Nice.
Thanks,
I like
Joe.
it.
That's why I'm on the
Science, bitch.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, the problem with it is what happened last night. So we see a foul. They call it. The Blazers win. Whatever. It wasn't a foul. That's fine. But then it goes to a jump ball instead of us getting it inbound, which ultimately lost the game. It was like a 4-point swing. It's crazy to me. So these challenges, if they're going to be executed that way when the team that challenges wins, it is now giving like 2, 3, 4 series of bonuses to the team that wins them. It's too much in basketball. One play should not be that impactful, and it now is from a challenge. It's crazy. I just don't like it. I don't like how much it slows it down. Didn't like what the refs did last night. And it lost the game, man. It did.
Yeah, we were undefeated.
At 2-0. First time since 2004.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it'd been a long time.
Kind of sucks.
It's 2-0 in basketball.
Yes.
What is your opinion on this new rule?
I thought my rant pretty much said it. I hate
Word.
it.
Okay.
I hate it. Fucking hate it.
Do you want to add anything more to it?
I want to add that I hate it.
Okay. So my opinion is I also hate it. Okay. So
Fucking hate it.
I see. I can see where they're trying to go with this.
Yeah.
I understand that you want. There's been an issue in the past 3 to 4 years of coaches, players absolutely crucifying refs at the end of the game.
Right.
League has to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
What are they going to do? One challenge during the game for a coach. Okay? We're seeing that challenge now in crunch time when it's actually going to matter the most. No coach is going to use their challenge realistically early in the game.
Right.
No, it makes no sense.
With that being said, if you're going to challenge, so let's dissect this actual play itself. Dorian Finney-Smith had the ball. There was a foul called on him from Dame.
Mm-hmm.
Review. No foul. We still had possession of the ball. Why in the fuck would it be a tip ball if we had possession? The issue is that we had fucking possession. The challenge was on the foul, not possession.
Right.
Dude, NBA, take after NFL. They've been doing this shit for fucking years. NFL has the best replay.
Sorry.
You're allergic to are you allergic to bullshit? Yeah. Because this is bullshit!
I'm just glad that we're doing video when you sneeze so violently.
I couldn't help it.
Dude, my biggest issue is like, why in the hell would it be a tip ball if you're going to have someone with possession of the ball?
Right. Well, where was the whistle?
Driving.
Who had the ball when the whistle was blown?
We did.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm saying, though. It's like, go back, look at where the ball was when the whistle was blown.
Just do an inbounds play. I get it. Like, I get it. You want to go ahead and review. It's not a foul. That's fine. It's not because it wasn't a foul.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't. Mm-hmm. He got all ball. It was the right call, actually.
Yeah, no.
It really was.
Reversing the foul was the right
straight
call.
up, like reversing the foul was the right call. I don't have a problem with that. But roles reversed, right?
Right.
We're in Portland. Dame has the ball. Dorian Finney-Smith fouls him. Are you kidding me? If Portland isn't losing their fucking mind that it's a tip ball?
Well, why not?
Like, every fan should lose their mind over that.
If you're going to do this, it's always going to happen where it just did. Last 2 minutes of the game.
Right.
Just review every foul the last 2 minutes. Or not every foul, but review.
Absolutely do not do
have
that.
the ability to review fouls toward the end of the game.